Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.exchange. So I just came back today morning from Mumbai workshop. So Mumbai workshop was a very good workshop, and we are proud to launch our mentorship program once again. So I'll be back to India by the middle of January. So we are planning to launch a mentorship program. So where we will train the people how to trade, responsibility, risk management, and those kind of things. So we are launching for both Indian market as well as US markets. So if you are interested, you may contact my office. The numbers will be given in the description. Okay, coming back to the markets. Last week, the whole week market was in a consolidation mode. But however, Nifty has shot up nearly 1000 points in the month of November. I think I have told you many times that as and when FII short position is very huge, typically more than 80%, the markets will be uniformly moving higher. And this time it was a record 88%. So the market has shown its color. The markets are designed to reward only the minority people. Markets are not designed to reward the majority people, no matter how big these people are. Especially for the last 4 trading session, it was an absolute consolidation, 19,800 plus or minus 20 points. So that is where for the last 4 trading session, Nifty has closed. But looking at the GIFT Nifty, it looks like, tomorrow also the same thing may happen. So anyway, we have to wait until tomorrow. But right now the GIFT Nifty indicating, something like 19,850 or something, that's about 10 to 20 point plus or minus. Okay, so first some important observations. These are the bigger observations, so things can change. Earlier in my trading career, I never follow technical, I never analyze the things properly. As and when market shot up 1000 point, I used to think, market has already shot up 1000 point, how much more it's going to go? And I used to short the market. Short the market means sell call options. And then if the market falls 1000 point, we say, okay, market has already fallen 1000 point, how much more it's going to fall? I used to sell put options. So that is why my performance, my initial years were not really very good. But, when I went for an English movie, there was a lot of action. Okay, I thought the picture finished already, but then that is the beginning of the picture. So in famous dialogue in Hindi, ये तो सिर्फ ट्रेलर है, main picture अभी बाकी है. So sometime if the market shoots up 1000 point, so that may be only a trailer. The main picture may be ahead. Okay, so that is where I just moved to take the support of the technical analysis. I think I told you Nifty is becoming long when 19,530 is crossed on the higher side. And Nifty crossed, and exactly on Muhurat trading day it has happened. But then many of my people they just they started trolling me. Sir, now PR Sundar has become long. No, it is time to buy put option. Okay, and all those put option has gone to zero. Okay, so now the market has shot up around 300 points after the Nifty has become long. That's one thing. Second thing, you just don't like at the end of the day, I'm more like a fundamental person than a technical person. Although I look at the technically it is showing long, I was bullish, but I was not very comfortable. That is because though Nifty has shown long, Bank Nifty did not show long, and then Reliance Industries and HDFC Bank did not show long. So why we focus on Reliance Industries and HDFC Bank? Because these two stocks has about 25% weightage. The remaining 48 stocks has only the remaining 75% weightage. Yet 25% weightage stocks are not bullish, but the market is bullish. Of course, the market went higher. Later along the way, the Reliance industry has become technically long, and after technically becoming long, it has shot up another 40-50 rupees. But even now, the HDFC Bank is technically not long. However, looking at the chart, if Nifty moves, if HDFC Bank moves another 10 rupees to 11 rupees, then HDFC Bank is also becoming long. So, Nifty has become long, HDFC becoming long, Reliance has become long, So, the main picture may be coming in future. So, not to be misguided by the fact that the market has shot up 1000 points in the last 1 month. Moreover, sometime in the late August or early September, the US markets fell and we also fell. But US markets recovered more than 100% of that fall. But we have not recovered completely of that fall. So, late August or early September, Nifty was around 20,200. From there, it fell to 18,850. And now also it is struggling around 19,800. There's a decent 400 point more is there to recover the losses completely. But US market not only recovered the loss completely, then after that it's rallying further. That is one thing. And second thing, the Bank Nifty August, September high was 46,200 or 300. Now it is not even able to cross 44,000. There's a huge underperformance in Bank Nifty. If HDFC Bank becomes long, if Bank Nifty is catching up, then there's a possibility Nifty may touch all-time high. If not in November series, at least in December series before the end of this December 23. Now, another thing, all along these days, FIIs were net sellers. But you see on Friday, after the market shot up 1000 points, then they become net buyers for more than 2000 crore. Right? So, Nifty is long, Reliance is long, HDFC Bank is likely to become long. US market recovered more than 100%, but we have not recovered. Bank Nifty is usually underperforming. If HDFC Bank becomes long, that can get corrected. So, overall, if you see, the positives are looking more than the negatives. So, the probability of market going higher is high than market going lower. But however, market is a market, here and there will be some lot of news flow, a lot of, knee-jerk reactions. So the most important is the 5 state elections. So the last day of the polling is coming Thursday, and Thursday evening, media will declare the exit poll results. As I told you, most of the influential people may already know the results, but only a common man like you and me will be getting it on Thursday evening. And this common man will be reacting on Friday, whereas the influential people have already reacted. So that is one thing. And then this time the 5 state election results, vote counting is happening on Sunday, and therefore Monday market can gap up or gap down. And the probability of gap up is very, very low, because there is nothing going to be a pleasant surprise. I can say if I am talking about pleasant surprise, if BJP wins in all the 5 states, that may be a pleasant surprise. So other than that, the pleasant surprise possibility is very low. But unpleasant surprise possibility is there. Assume that in all the 5 states BJP loses. That will become unpleasant surprise. The markets may come under selling pressure due to knee-jerk reaction. So you may still remember what happened when the Gujarat state election vote counting happened. The first round Congress was leading and Nifty fell like anything. I think Nifty fell about 300-400 points. Then after that BJP won, the markets recovered. So the probability of unpleasant surprise is high compared to the probability of pleasant surprise, though undercurrent in the market is still bullish. Right? Say for example, even if in all 5 states elections BJP loses, the knee-jerk reaction market will come down, but maybe after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the markets will go higher because the major trend is higher. So in between, some knee-jerk reaction can come. So what is the best strategy? If you are an option seller, if you are holding positions, better exit the positions on Friday and then retake the same positions on Monday after knowing the complete picture. So you may get 5 rupees, 10 rupees less premium. You may lose those 5 rupees or 10 rupees, but you will be avoiding a mini black swan event. Okay, I'm just giving an example. Assuming that you sold a call option for 100 rupees, put option for 100 rupees. Okay, you close that position and Monday you take, no, you may not get 100 rupees, you may get 90 rupees or 95 rupees. You may lose 5 rupees, 10 rupees, both sides. But assuming that you are holding, if Nifty gap down 300, 400 point, the put option you sold for 100 rupees may go to 400 rupees. The call option, 100 rupees may come down to 50 rupees. So your loss can be very, very huge. So the professional hedge fund managers will not like to carry positions ahead of the bigger events, and especially if that bigger events happen on a public holiday. So a Sunday is a holiday, so that is when the 5 state election vote counting happens. So you cannot, if it is a trading day, then you can keep a stop loss, you can do this and that, but or you can react. In the market coming down, you can sell extra call, market going up, you can sell extra put, something you can do, or at least you can put a stop loss, but those things will not work if Monday market gap up or gap down because the vote counting is on Sunday. Right? So anyway, so this impact is going to be on Monday, that is next week, but still why I am discussing now, okay, because I am advising you to close the position by Friday. Okay, that Friday falls in this week. So this is the Dalal Street this week, not the next week. A simple advice, okay, undercurrent is bullish, markets are bullish, sooner or later Nifty will take out all-time high. It's a question of when, not will it take out. Okay, because the US markets are doing extremely well, global markets are doing very well. And then, but for the month of November expiry, that is 3 more days, I think the people who sold a 19.5 put option and 20,000 call option, they are enjoying their profits. Right? As I told you earlier, 19,900, seems to be a significant resistance. Once that is crossed, the market can quickly go to 20,200. And also I told you, markets may be waiting for some kind of a trigger. Who knows? The 5 state election results can be the trigger. Right? So, there may be a pleasant surprise. Markets can shoot up, So anything can happen. So let me give you a very simple advice. You can predict anything in this world except election results. The best possible example was a Brexit. Even hours before Brexit happened, okay, everybody thought that it's not going to happen. Even the person who spearheaded the campaign for Brexit, he himself admitted in a television interview that we will lose. But in 2 hours later when the results came, see, he has won. Okay? And again, same thing, 2016, who expected Trump to win? Okay? So, expect the unexpected. So that's what I can say when it comes to election results. Nobody can predict. A number of times, opinion polls have gone wrong, exit polls have gone wrong, things can go anywhere. Okay, so I think I told you the summary, but US markets, there are some economic data like consumer sentiment data, GDP data, and then core PCE data coming along this week, but I think mostly those data are likely to be positive for stock market. Okay, So it can come negative also, but this is my perception as of now, and this is the general perception also. So there is no reason to be bearish, okay, but on Friday either you may exit the position or completely hedge your position just to ride one day volatility next Monday. So that's the advice. And HDFC Bank can become technically long if it moves another 10 rupees. So that is a key stock to watch in the coming week. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.